Josh with Blog of Speed, and we're back in the 2012 Mercedes SLS AMG Roadster. I wanted to apologize for some mistakes I made in my last video. This car, base MSRP, $196,000, and this particular car is right around $230,000 rather than the $260,000 I previously quoted. I'm sorry about that. It's about 60 here in Miami, cooled off, much better convertible weather. I wanted to point out two features that this SLS has that are great for not so warm weather cruising. The exhaust sounds amazing. The two features I wanted to point out are scarf and heated seats. Heated seats are just as you'd think. Scarf is the system where Mercedes pumps warm air in from behind your neck to make you a little warmer when you're cruising top down in not so hot weather. I'm happy to say it works very well. I'm pretty damn comfortable, and it's 60 outside. As you know, for us Miamians, that's cold. I've had the car for a brief 3 days. I'd love to have it more. This car surprises me a lot. I didn't think Mercedes really would do something like this. This is truly a sports car, and it's awesome. It's stiffly sprung, it's loud, it's angry, it's very fast, and it sounds absolutely amazing. I'll get on it in a minute so you can hear it, and yeah. The snaps, crackles, pops, burbles out of the exhaust are fantastic. The car is loud, aggressive, and quite frankly a bit ridiculous. I love it. Like I said, I never thought Mercedes would build something like this. If you are used to a Mercedes that is plush, the ride is really supple, and the car is, you know, as comfortable getting groceries as it is going to the mall, this isn't it. The car doesn't crash over expansion joints. It's fairly stiffly sprung, but I wouldn't have it any other way. This car is a fantastic sports car. Just a great, visceral, loud, awesome sports car. The way sports cars aren't quite made anymore. With all the attention to comfort and NVH and pretty much everything over a car being sporting, it's really refreshing to see a vehicle manufacturer like Mercedes with such pedigree coming out with something so raw, so real, just a real sports car. Other things of note, though the hood is very long, the wheels are at the corners of the vehicle. It gives the car a great turning radius and fairly short overhangs, so you don't crash and hit things when you're going over speed bumps and curbs and potholes and lovely things like that. I'll open it up here for you. And that was third gear. Car lost a little traction, and the traction control is great on the car. As you can see, I'm in some pretty heavy traffic. The car excels at traffic just as it does at going fast. Expansion joints are a little bit of an issue on the highway. They're not terribly comfortable, but they're not terribly uncomfortable either. The other thing I really like is Mercedes put a blind spot monitoring system in this car, which is extremely useful because it's very difficult to see out the back due to this hump, and when the convertible top is up, it's a bit of an issue seeing on your quarters and your blind spots. So the blind spot monitoring system works great, and I really enjoy it on this type of car, and I think it's fantastic that Mercedes made it standard. Once we get 30, we can start putting the top up. As you can see, it takes around 10 seconds to put the top up, and we're done. The top is nicely insulated, though you still get a lot of noise through it, as with most convertibles, but you can probably tell a pretty decent sound difference. And other than that, the car is great. It's not a substitute for something like an SL. I would drive this every day, but then again, I have an M3 that's gutted with coilovers that I go to the store in. So I don't know if I'm the best indication of what's tolerable in a car. That being said, if you can get over the noise and a little bit stiff suspension, I think this car is more than worth it. It's kind of a blunt force trauma approach to things. I wouldn't call this a scalpel. I would call this a hammer, and a sledge at that. It has 580 horsepower, a quick shifting gearbox, good weight balance, isn't terribly heavy, and is very well put together and sorted. I really love the car. Would I pay this much money for it? I'm not sure. The marketing of the car, I don't really know about it, because at around $200,000, it's got some stiff competition. I would feel someone who wants to spend time on the track would go with a Porsche GT3. Someone who wanted a more performance-oriented car would probably go for a Ferrari 458. Someone going for more of a comfortable, good-looking car. Not that this SLS is bad-looking by any stretch. It is gorgeous. I think would go for an Aston Martin. And all of those cars are bit less expensive if you're comparing, you know, V8 Vantage, even a DB9. But if you want your sports car, excuse me, that's my phone. If you want your sports car loud, brash, and awesome, this is it. It's great. I highly recommend it, and I'm going to be really sad to see this one go. Anyway, this has been Josh with Blog of Speed. Hope you're having a great Friday morning. I know I am. And we're on to the next car soon. So have a good one. Thanks for watching. And share and like and go to my webpage. Thanks.